Thank you guys for your patience in going through the order here. We've had good participation today. Look, I've repeatedly called upon Secretary Mayorkas and President Biden and Congress to step up and fix what's going on the southern border. It's not sustainable at all, and it's unacceptable. DHS continues to rely on DOD support at the southern border to make sure that they're doing what they can do. But once again, I don't see any funding in this budget for DOD personnel for those operations. So, Mr. Secretary, a couple things. Number one, how many troops are serving currently on the southern border?
There's about 2,500 on
Yeah.
the border.
And how does DOD cover these costs?
As we always have out of our operating budget.
And so what does that mean operationally? Who gets shorted?
Of course, that means that there's something else that we're not doing because of that support. So, but you know, it's important that we do everything we can to support DHS in its effort to in its work on the southwest border. We've been doing that for 19 of the last 23 years. The price tag's been about $4 billion. But again, we are supporting agency, and DHS is a lead agency. And again, it's important to our country, and we're going to do what's required to support.
So let me ask you this, Mr. Secretary. Do you agree with my perspective that the administration needs to do more to secure the border, and we shouldn't have to depend upon the military to do that?
We should or should not?
Should not have to depend upon the military for that.
I could not. I agree, but if we're required to assist, then certainly we will continue to do so.
I want to go back to
and the president agrees with the fact that there's more that should be done, and that's why when you came up with this bipartisan approach, that was very much supported. So.
Yeah, well, no doubt about it. Congress dropped the ball on that because that would have changed things dramatically, but some folks want it to be used as a political tool when, in fact, we ought to be working for the betterment of the country, not for Democrats or Republicans. I want to talk to you a little bit about Sentinel. Senator Hoeven brought this up. I'm frustrated. Secretary Kendall is recused himself for reasons, by the way, that I understand members of Congress have created that problem. Northrop Grumman is doing what they can do. The Air Force is doing what they can do. Bechtel's doing what they can do. You guys have educated me very, very well on what's going on in this world and why this is a dangerous time. Yet I don't get the sense of urgency on Sentinel, particularly with the ground-based missiles that we have. We've got timelines, and quite frankly, we had a general in front of the VA Milcon Committee and General Green, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, General Green, and I asked him about timelines. Great guy, incredibly talented. Could not even give me the year they anticipated starting this program. And I get it. There's studies going on. There's cost issues, and it's going to cost a lot. General Brown, can you give me any sort of, this is in your old job front and center, and it's still in your new job too, by the way, but can you give me any idea on if I should be concerned about the timeline continuing to slip on the ground-based nuclear missile Sentinel project that I think is critically important as a deterrent moving forward in this world in the 21st century?
Senator, I don't necessarily have the details, but I think for all of us, we all should be, you know, I get concerned we don't get capability to the hands of our warfighters or things that are very important to our strategic deterrence. And so my focus as a chairman, and same as when I was the Air Force chief, is to ensure we're doing everything we can to make sure we bring that capability forward. And so I am focused and want to make sure that we continue to do that. So I do have, like you, have some concerns. I want to understand where we are and what the things we need to do to ensure we bring that capability forward as quickly as possible.
We're here to help.
Yes, sir.
But I will tell you that unless we start getting timelines and goals and everything set up, there's going to be a lot of pressure being put on people because, quite frankly, I do not think it's acceptable to be continuing to say, don't don't worry about this, it's coming. The truth is we've been at this for a while, and I haven't seen it coming, seen it progressing to the point it needs to. Senator Collins, I'll get to you. I want to get to Senator Murkowski for her first round. Senator Murkowski.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and apologize. We're all jumping in between multiple appropriations subcommittees this morning. But, gentlemen, thank you for